That little shit, Mayor Sadiq Khan, puts out a statement saying that we should all hug our brown, black and ethnic minority neighbours.
Comedian Jim Davidson, well known for criticising political correctness, has ignited another national debate after a heated rant about London Mayor Sadiq Khan went viral. In his online outburst, Davidson attacked Khan over issues such as rising crime in London and what he describes as the loss of British culture and identity. While Davidson has stirred controversy many times before, this time his remarks were more personal and aggressive. The video has sparked both backlash and support, showing just how divided the country remains on cultural and political questions. Some are now calling for the post to be removed, reigniting the argument over what truly counts as free speech online, British politics. Like this one, don't forget to like the video. And subscribe to Dark British. Believe it or not, over 98% of viewers watch our content without hitting the follow button. Subscribing is completely free.
What a race-baiting little shit. Why can't we just hug our neighbours? Love thy neighbour. Or is that too Christian? No, he doesn't want real community cohesion. No, he wants to cause division. Eh? Where are his statements calling for people to hug their Jewish neighbours for the past 7 months, when Jews kept telling him that pro-Palestinian marches he sanctioned made them feel terrified in their own country? He was pretty fucking silent then, wasn't he? Do you know what? It's gone mad. Our leaders have done nothing but make the situation worse. Barney Rubble, right? Keir, two-tier Keir. He must surely recall Parliament in a minute. He's come back from his holidays early, hasn't he? But they've got to come back and have a proper debate about the tensions in the country. And not just arrest people. There's tensions going on. There's poor Muslim, Pakistani, Bangladeshi people frightened to death of the so-called...
People are tired, said Davidson in a now viral video. They are tired of rising crime, tired of political correctness, and tired of Sadiq Khan treating London like it's his playground. It's not your city, mate. It's ours, he added. Critics quickly condemned Davidson's remarks, calling them offensive and inflammatory. Political experts and advocacy groups warned that this type of language only adds fuel to an already divided nation, especially on sensitive issues like race, immigration, and what it means to be British. A spokesperson for the mayor's office noted that Sadiq Khan has faced numerous death threats over the years. They stressed that public figures have a responsibility. If they use their platform to stir up hate, even indirectly, they contribute to a toxic atmosphere. Still, the backlash hasn't stopped people from rallying behind Davidson. Some see him as one of the few bold voices willing to challenge what they call woke culture and censorship. Within these circles, both Sadiq Khan and Labour leader Keir Starmer are viewed as part of a broken system, more focused on global agendas than on British values. A poll by The Times last year showed Khan's popularity among Londoners declining, with crime and safety concerns driving much of the drop. However, critics argue that figures like Davidson exploit these real concerns to stir outrage rather than promote genuine solutions. Khan himself has mostly stayed quiet, continuing to push messages of unity, inclusion, and making London safer. But behind the scenes, some in the Labour Party are urging a tougher response to what they see as an escalation of culture war attacks, not just on Khan, but on the party's broader urban voter base. What's undeniable is that Davidson's words, whether seen as reckless or brutally honest, highlight a deeper divide in British society. Voices like his are shaping public debate, and politics is struggling to keep pace. In a world where outrage often steals the spotlight, the line between comedy and politics grows blurrier, and Jim Davidson seems to know exactly how to keep sparking reactions.
Where's the democracy if the majority of British Britons in Britain today don't want and have never wanted mass immigration from the third world? We can basically, I'm from London, right? And we can basically see before our eyes the decline and degradation that third world immigration brings, okay? Yeah, it doesn't matter really now whether you're on the left or on the right. Those people that were on the left 15, 20 years ago that would call me a racist and a Little Englander are now having their phones stolen, they're getting sexually harassed and beaten up in London and our towns and cities, and they're kind of coming around to our way of thinking. You know, the reality is, you know, there are now over 50,000 people on the Islamic terror watch list.
Yeah.
Now, in 1995, that number was 0. So there's a direct correlation between the amount of immigration you have from the Islamic third world and subsequent terrorism. We've imported FGM, honour killing, sham marriage, suicide bombing, the full vow, grooming gangs, lone wolf attacks, You know, we've got violent gangs all over our towns and cities. That when I was a boy, I'm 48, right? When I was a boy, I grew up in London in SE21, down Croxted Road, if anyone knows it, near Brockwell Park.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was a lot safer, right?
I would agree.
Now, the big change has been mass immigration from the third world. Now, most people can see it destroying the fabric of our country, and Europe for that matter, but I'm mainly concerned with this country. Most of us can see that it's ruining the country and destroying the fabric of our country, okay? And the thing is, we told successive governments now for 25, 30 years, we voted for it, we've given them explicit instructions. Now, David, they work for us, okay?
Yeah, we pay their wages.
Yeah, they work for us. If the majority of British people are saying, look, we don't want it, we've never wanted it, it's ruining our country, you need to stop illegal immigration, you need to cut legal immigration down to exceptionally low numbers, but they won't listen, right?
Why don't they listen?
No, but they won't do as they've been told or instructed to because I'm the only thing I can think of is I agree with your guest. They're puppets. There's someone else with their hands up their jacksie telling them what they can and can't do. Why can't we have a diplomatic incident with France?
Well, we can.
Why can't we just say no? The British public don't want them. It's destroying the country. It's costing us tens of billions of pounds. I mean, why would you take my money? I'm a higher ranked taxpayer. Why would you take my money, right, and not use it for the things I want you to use it for, but instead pay for someone to have driving lessons, a mobile phone, a nice warm hotel, whilst our own pensioners freeze? That to me shows me that white British people in Britain are at the bottom of the list.
In a passionate and straight-talking post on social media, Dr. David Ball took aim at Westminster, blasting the political system as broken. He argued that many politicians are no longer working for the people who elected them, but are instead controlled by powerful, hidden influences. They are just puppets, Dr. Ball declared, using bold language. Someone else is pulling the strings and telling them what they can and can't do. While his words were blunt, his message carried weight. Dr. Ball believes politicians now answer more to lobbyists, international organizations, unelected officials, and wealthy donors than to ordinary people. His comments reflect a growing frustration among voters, not only in the UK but across much of the Western world, that politicians from every party keep making the same choices no matter what the public demands. From broken Brexit promises and rising immigration to strict environmental rules and endless tax hikes, many feel ignored and betrayed. Figures like Dr. Ball, Nigel Farage, and Richard Tice have gained support by speaking for those who feel left behind. Their message is clear: people voted for change but got more of the same. Critics argue that Reform UK spreads conspiracy theories and stirs anger without providing real answers. Supporters, however, insist they are simply saying what others are too afraid to admit. And as fresh scandals emerge, MPs working second jobs, civil servants pushing big pharma interests, and secretive trade deals, more voters are starting to believe that true power lies outside Parliament. With Reform UK hoping to win more ground in the next election, Dr. Ball's words highlight a shift in politics. People now seem to prefer plain, even rough, honesty over polished political speeches. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.